Namaste and good evening, everyone. I am part of many families standing here right now. First and foremost, to the Hoyas in the crowd, I am SFS. Back to the I will not tell you which year, but I am a graduate of Georgetown. I am also a partner and a colleague of this beautiful firm called Deloitte, which put on tonight's event. I am also part of a very rich tradition among Indian Americans, which is to fuse together cultures and music and dance and art from different parts of the world. And most importantly, I'm a member of the human family. And I wanted to share a few thoughts based on being a member of so many families all together. But before I do, I have to tell you one story from this afternoon, which is we were doing the dress rehearsal, and one of the students here at Georgetown, who's part of the South Asian Society, said, you know, you're looking at Penn Masala with a lot of eagerness and a lot of passion. Which one of your sons is up there right now? And I did a double take, and I said, well, first of all, if I had a son who's 20, 21 at this age, my parents sitting in the first row would not be very happy. Second of all, if I did have a son, no offense, Penn Masala, they'd be going to Georgetown, not the University of Pennsylvania. But despite that, we carried on for a successful dress rehearsal, and you're seeing the results of that. I first want to begin by saying thank you. First and foremost, thank you to all of you. We announced this on approximately December 22nd, right when the holidays start. What better timing, right? And guess what? 800 tickets sold out, and tonight we will raise over $15,000 for Pratham. All of which is going directly toward the mission of this nonprofit. No administrative cost, all straight to helping children in India. I want to thank the members of the DCE chapter of Pratham for being here. I want to thank Georgetown University, my home, for hosting us, as well as the Georgetown South Asian Society for helping us with the marketing. I also want to thank all of the performers, and we'll get a chance later on tonight to thank all of them together. There's one person, however, that I want to give a special shout out who worked on a complete volunteer basis, literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours over the last 2 weeks and over the holidays, with absolutely no fanfare and no drama. And actually, if she's here, where is Silky? Silky? Is she here? She's backstage? Okay. Well, I want everyone to stand up. If it were not for this person, so when I tell my partners at Deloitte that I know how to hire the best from Georgetown, here is example number one. Thank you, Soki. Were it not for her, we would not be here this evening, Penn Masala would not be here this evening, and most importantly, Pratham would not have the donation from this evening. So thank you to everyone, from the performers to Silky to Georgetown. Let me offer a few thoughts, and then we'll get to the main attraction, because I know none of you paid to see me. First and foremost, this story of Pratham is incredibly, incredibly personal. Approximately 70 to 50 years ago, my parents were students in India, in Gujarat. And they came to the United States, like so many parents of so many students in America, so that I could have a better education. And my parents struggled. My mom studied by a lamplight, by candlelight, for many years. For her years in college, the first 2 years, The family did not have enough for her to attend class. They only had enough for her to sit for the exams. So she would take notes from her older siblings and then sit for exams. Fast forward 50 years later, 2 years ago, when I took my daughter Mena, whom you had a chance to see earlier, and we visited the same school that my mom and my dad studied at. And Mena was 5 years old at that time. And her reaction was, where are the iPads? Where are the desks? And get this, where is the grass for the children to play? And were it not for my parents coming here, I wouldn't be standing here. And were it not for the investment in me, I would not be able to have made the investment in Mena. And then I thought to myself when we were there in India, how many millions of children in India don't even have a sponsor or a family? And then I thought about the organization and the mission of Pratham. So for all of you who believe that this is just a generic cause for education, let me underscore from me directly that this is incredibly, incredibly personal. The second thought I want to share with you is about partnership. One of the reasons why this organization is incredibly important to me is because they have struck a chord that crosses the entire economy. Government, nonprofit, universities, all aspects of our society working together. And you see on your brochure a description of the tremendous contributions that Deloitte in particular has made. And let me be clear, tonight is not about Deloitte. Tonight is all about Pratham. But I want to shine a spotlight on the reality that in India, the most macro of problems will truly require the most macro of solutions. And in order to help and to heal a village, it will absolutely take a village. And on that note, I'd like to share with you a letter that I received about 5 hours ago from the chairman of the board of Deloitte, Puneet Ranjan. A little bit about Puneet, and you can Google him. Last name is Renjan. Puneet came to the United States on a Rotary scholarship approximately 25 years ago. And after paying off his scholarship, I believe it was with the University of Portland or the University of Oregon, Puneet went on to become the CEO of Deloitte Consulting, and now is the chairman of the board of the entire firm. And when he became chairman of the board, one of his passions was to put at the forefront the selection of Pratham as the premier nonprofit that the firm would donate to. And over those last 4 years, the firm has donated over $850,000 directly toward the mission of Pratham, and they are all the richer, and we are all the richer for it. The reason I'm pulling out my cell phone is because I'd like to read to you directly in a way that only he can communicate the message. Greetings, Georgetown University. Thank you for coming out to listen to Penn Masala. Not only are they outstanding musical talent, they are doing good for our world by supporting Pratham. I am passionate about helping India, my home country. India is a beautiful place, and the people are wonderful. However, one great challenge persists in India: lack of quality education. Pratham works hard to make an enduring impact on the future of India by increasing access to quality education for India's youth. It is an honor for me personally and professionally to be a supporter of Pratham and the young lives they are changing. Pratham's work is closely aligned with the values and beliefs of my firm, Deloitte. At Deloitte, we believe in serving others with integrity and distinction, enduring impact on the world. In fact, my colleagues at Deloitte and I dedicate our life's work to forging a legacy of positive impact, through our work we do for our clients, our people, and our communities. And tonight, we are glad to be joined by each of you in our support of Penn Masala, Pratham, and ultimately the young people in India whose lives will benefit from our support. Enjoy the show. I wish I could be there with you, but my colleague Hemal promises he will enjoy it enough for the both of us. My very best, Praneet. The final message I'd like to share with you is that of progress and possibility, and then I'll reintroduce Penn Masala. Why is Pratham so unique? And at a firm like Deloitte or any nonprofit or even government agencies, we measure ourselves by the impact that we have. This organization has touched 4.6 million students. Let me repeat that. This organization has touched 4.6 million students. There are over 46,000. There are over 46,000 volunteers in India who have signed up to help the recipients of the donation that we will give this evening. Equally impressive, they have touched 21 of the 29 states in India. And if you have an understanding of the complexity of the organizational structure of how India's government is organized, if you think our government's one for the record books, you should take a look at India. That is truly impressive. And that is possible because they believed in progress. And so I want you to keep those things in mind as you leave tonight. This is deeply personal. It should be personal for all of you. It is based on a partnership across our economy and our society. And this also is based in progress and in possibility. So if I were you, I would be thinking, gosh, I donated 15 bucks, 20 bucks, 22 bucks, 25 bucks. After seeing the show tonight, the first thing I'm going to go back is go back to the website and donate at least triple or quadruple that amount. So our website is up and running. I would love to be able to send an email tomorrow or on Monday that says that we raised $30,000 by the time that this weekend is over. Who would not pay more to see the performances that we have seen here this evening? So let me reintroduce Penn Masala. Now, I've been told, everybody of all ages, that this final act is one for which they don't leave anything on the field. This is the one where they go for broke. So, Gaston Hall, unfortunately, ever since I've been here, does not permit everybody to flood the stage and to come dancing, but they have assured me that almost all of the songs are ones that you will be able to recognize and please sing along. So ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the final act of Penn Masala.